What's going on, everyone? So you may or may not have bought your first pair of Allbirds yet, or you're just interested in which would be best for you. And that's what this video is gonna be all about. We're gonna be breaking down the pros and cons of both. So I've owned these ones for about 8 months, which are the wool runners, and these for about a month, which are the tree runners. I think both are great shoes and you can't go wrong with either. But if you're looking for a perfect shoe for a certain occasion or a particular reason, then that's what this video is gonna be all about. First, let's talk about the wool runner. The wool runner is definitely a more casual shoe. I feel you can wear it in slightly more professional settings, or if you're going out with some friends, they fit the part. And that's what I love so much about them. They're just extremely versatile. Now, when you go over to the Tree Dashers, it's a little bit different. They're more of an athletic shoe. So you can definitely wear them in a lot of occasions. And I think now it's more socially acceptable than ever to wear fitness shoes when you go out casually, but they do fit in a lot of scenarios, but maybe not so much a professional setting. So that's kind of where the two kind of diverge, I guess. So if you're looking for a more professional shoe, or at least business casual, then wool runners are definitely the way to go. Now, if we're talking level of comfort, these things are they're both insanely amazing. If you guys watch the videos on each of these beforehand, which if you're kind of leaning one way towards another, I would consider watching that as well, which I'll link to below. But when I tried these on for the first time, because they were my first Allbird pair, they took the cake. They were the most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever owned. And they hold up today. They're insanely comfortable. And then I got the Tree Dashers. Now, athletic shoes should definitely be more comfortable than casual shoes, though let's give it the benefit of the doubt. But these are now my most comfortable pair of shoes that I own. They're just insanely comfortable. And the biggest difference maker to me is the sole of the shoe is a lot thicker, so it feels a little bit more cushy. But more than that, it's just more airy and in a way. So this is obviously made of wool, so it's a little bit thicker and maybe slightly less breathable, but they still do a good job. And then these, you can really just feel your feet breathe, and it just feels much better. So that's where I kind of put these in a tier of their own when it comes to a different level of comfort. So if all you care about is comfort, stop watching. I'm just kidding, don't go. But these are the ones to go with for sure. Now, when we're talking price, these are $95 and these are $125. I mean, both aren't cheap, but you're paying for a really quality product that's gonna last you a really long time. And that's really what matters. So it depends on the scenario. If the price is a deal breaker for you, then start with the wool runners and you'll be completely happy. I can promise you that. And I mean, 95 these days for a shoe, really, it's sadly, but it's not that crazy. I think it's pretty typical, especially if you go for a higher dollar athletic shoe, then you're gonna be spending well over 95 bucks. Now let's talk about the fit of each shoe. Now for athletic stuff, I'm honestly very surprised. Like, I'm not much of a runner, but I have ran in these and I'll do maybe a mile at most, but they hold up. They fit really well. I would say even better than like Nike Flyknits. Like, this just, the material isn't flimsy even though it's really thin, and there's extra support on the heel, which I really like. And then as far as casual wear for these, I mean, you don't need a lot of performance out of them, but I mean, I really can't tell you enough. They are extremely comfortable, and I wear these shoes probably 5 days out of the week because I just love wearing them to work so much. So those are really the two biggest difference makers for me. Is what do you need it for? You care more about athletic wear and casual, or do you need something a little bit more dressy? And if you really don't mind if it's just a little bit warmer in the summer, it's not that big of a deal. You can go no socks either with both of these. They're both washable and it's super easy. You just throw them in a little dryer bag or a delicates, whatever you want to call it, and chuck it in there, and they look pretty much good as new. So I really don't think they can go wrong with either. Now, if I did have to pick between the two on which one to go with, it's really tough, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the Tree Dashers. Even though they're a bit more expensive, these things are just insanely comfortable. I can't get over it. And I could pretty much wear these in almost every situation that I can wear these as well. Maybe not so much in a business casual setting, but for the most part, you can get away with it. And that's what I love so much about them. And then you can also wear them to work out if you want as well. So, I mean, really, at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with either shoe. If you're leaning towards one or the other, again, go watch those videos in depth where I give a little bit more pros and cons on each individual one. But I just want to do a comparison video because it is a really hard decision. If you can afford it, buy both. There's your answer, right? But no, seriously, I like both of these a lot and would recommend them to a friend. I have recommended to them a lot of friends. If you guys have found this video helpful at any point, please throw a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a bunch. I've obviously spent my own money on this, and it's just kind of a fun review, and I thought could be very helpful for people because I've actually had a lot of friends and family kind of ask me which one they should go with or how do I like them. So I just made a video so now I don't have to answer them anymore. But seriously, please subscribe to the channel. We're coming out with review videos all the time on consumer products, gadgets, whatever it may be. It will just be really helpful, and it's a fun thing for me to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.